sober. Call me when you coming over. Whiskey in a tall glass. I just wanna get to know you. Hold a second.
All right, all right, all right. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Tay, and this is Talks with Taay. And tonight we have a special guest, Ebony Walker, aka Ebony the Provoker. And you on here somewhere. I don't know where you at. You I'm about to say we're not about to do a part three. Hey yo, shout out to Flying Elephant and Spook, Nice Casanova, 95 South, Eddie, everybody. I appreciate all y'all. This won't get me today, okay? This is part three, okay? Interview with Ebony Walker, aka Ebony the Provoker, aka Family. You won't get me out my element. You won't get me out my element. So let's start this again. Are you ready? All right. All right. So I have Ebony Walker. And so from business wisdom, prophetic insight, personal journey, what is Ebony the Provoker beyond the titles and the accolades?
Ebony is just a country. I'm just somebody who wants people to feel better than how they felt when they first encountered me. And
Oh my gosh. Are you there?
okay, kick me, slam out.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
Are you
I
serious?
can't hear you.
What is happening?
Oh my gosh. Let me take you off and I'll bring you right back. Hold on. Oh, I'm in tears, y'all. Y'all don't know.
Oh my gosh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm in tears. Ooh.
Okay, Lord, what is you trying to do, Jesus? You trying to tell us something? What's happening? Because the math ain't mathing. What in the world? Okay.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
All right, then. How you doing today? Let me interview you. How are you doing today? We gonna get to know Talks with Tay because technology is trying to stress my little cousin out, and we not gonna let it be whatever. So
Ooh.
forget that. Y'all don't need to know nothing about me. Let's get to know Tay today because
Okay. Ooh, I'm crying. This is today has been a day.
this is hilarious.
Um, I'm actually hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. So I'm I'm okay. Oh, it's gonna be okay.
It
It's a
is.
great day.
It is.
Oh, and this
It
is Talks with Tay, and I'm Taylor, and
Mhm.
everything's gonna be all right.
That's it.
Woo!
And that's all we
Yo,
know, and that's what we're gonna stand on.
if y'all only knew the trouble it's taking for this interview right now.
And it's not our fault. We ain't done nothing
At
wrong.
all. At all. I'm sorry, cousin, but it makes me want to have some wine. All right. So,
She said, I need a drink because this is stressing me out. Lord help her. Because the StreamYard is really not doing right. StreamYard, we need y'all to take some money off our bill this month. We need y'all to do something because in the
ooh,
last 45 minutes, y'all have been very difficult.
ooh. Life, life. Life, life. Okay, I'm getting it together.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness. She's
All
finding it.
right.
She's finding it.
Okay. So, what does marketplace ministry mean to you?
Ooh, child. Marketplace ministry. We know the marketplace, that's entrepreneurialism, that's business, that's e-commerce, that's money. That's how you make your money. Ministry for so long has been limited to just you going to a church on Sundays and maybe Wednesdays, and only the preacher or the preacher's wife is subject to it. But no, marketplace ministry is you being exactly who God called you to be outside of the church, learning how to walk in your authenticity, loving Jesus, praying and hearing from him to go and make your money. A lot of people will say, oh, well, money is the root of all evil. No, that ain't what the word says. It's the love of money. But God never wanted us to be broke. So we're supposed to go into the marketplace, be who we are, make the coins, and then go and impact our community with it. So that's what it is. Marketplace ministry is you flowing in your gift outside of a church setting and getting paid for it.
Okay. All right. How did your journey into becoming ordained as a pastor in a firm prophet shape your mission today?
Ooh, child. That's a good question. How did it shape it? So, like, if I could just be real, I didn't want to be shaped. Like growing up in church, I always saw what not to do. And while I believed in God and I knew that He was real and I had my own encounters with Him, I just didn't want to fool with church or church people because I saw so many people doing it the wrong way. And then I had the nerve to marry somebody who was in ministry. And I was like, hold on, God, that's not what I asked for. I didn't want that. But what I'm learning is that all of the things that I had a distaste for in the church, in false ministry settings, God has used me to go in and correct those things. So sometimes He'll send you into those places that you may not want to go into because you're needed in order to clean it up, in order to show people how to do it the right way. So, me being ordained as a pastor 11 years ago and then affirmed as a prophet a couple years ago officially, it has impacted how I carry myself. It has impacted how I treat people because I've seen how people are treated outside of church. So, title or no title, we need to be right towards people. But seeing so many people handle those titles wrong, it makes me strive to do it the right way. So, it definitely impacts everything I say or do because I don't show up as, oh, you better call me prophet, but I have a standard so I can sit with you, I can laugh, I can cut up. But it's certain things that I just want to indulge in, and it's not because I'm better than anybody. It's just because I need to shine my light in a certain way that people can see you can love Jesus and still have a life and cut up and laugh and love him and still know the word of God, still go to church, still worship. But you can, kiki and ha ha if you want to and have fun and just live your life. So yeah.
So, what's one thing people understand about prophetic leadership?
Oh my goodness. Like people feel like prophets are doom and gloom, that like all we do is talk about Jesus coming back and the world ending and that we're just mean and hateful and that, but that is not what it is. I will say people also think that prophets only talk about money and houses and relationships. A prophet's job is to be the voice of God. Does it mean that we are God? Absolutely not. No, never. But we have to do things that other people will not do. So a lot of people misconstrue that because when they hear prophet, they be like, oh Lord, you about to tell me all my business. Not necessarily. But if God has me to share something with you, it's never to condemn you. And that's like the major takeaway I want people to understand. If you encounter a prophet, a pastor, a bishop, or whatever, their job is never to make you feel bad about who you are and where you are. It is to remind you that regardless of where you are, God still has a plan for you. That is what we're supposed to be doing and tell you the truth about it, even if that truth makes you uncomfortable. It is what it is, but it's a way to do it without being disrespectful and condescending.
Right. So, um, I'm gonna continue on. It's some things I want to say about it,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna just leave it for another time. Um,
Okay.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it for another time.
Okay.
So what? Okay, so entrepreneurship and branding. As a CEO of Upright Media, what do you believe makes a message powerful?
Authenticity, like being
I agree.
exactly who you are. Because, like, cousin, so many people will try to show up a certain way. Like, let's say, okay, I have a podcast. I ain't been doing nothing with it for the longest time, and I got to do better. So, like, I'm convicted. You showing me? Come on, get in there. But if I try to go and do my podcast exactly like you, there's no authenticity. If I try to say, okay, I'm gonna go on
Exactly.
StreamYard and I'm gonna have the same graphics, I'm gonna have this city, I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna call it Talks with E. For what? Like, there's one Taylor. Let Taylor be Taylor. That I am one Ebony Walker. Let me be that. So I feel like a lot of people don't they don't believe that they are dope as they are, so they try to look for other people to mimic. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by somebody, but don't go and try to become that person, because you can't. I
That
can
part.
never be Taylor. Taylor can never be Ebony. I can never be all these, and we shouldn't want to be them. We can look at them and say, oh, I like what they're doing. That's a good idea. And then if you're inspired, be inspired, but like, don't become their clone. You ain't got to be their copycat. Don't do that.
Exactly. I totally agree. I was just talking about this. Well, it wasn't all the way like that, but pretty much I was talking about on the fact of content because I had somebody that was on here last week named Risky about
Hmm.
content. Like, even noticing your content that your post, you know,
Hmm.
that you post is different than a lot of people.
Hmm.
And that's the same with me. Whenever I post what I want on how I feel that day.
There you go. Yep.
Takes me 5 minutes, okay? And the key thing that I always tell people, if you don't know where to start, look through your phone at all your photos and videos that you have in your phone. And
Baby.
that's where you start at. You could create anything with what's in your phone right now. Okay.
Yes. We
You
got
can
content
make it out of
warnings.
anything. Exactly.
You
And if
don't
you
have to
don't
know
think
what
I'm
kind.
not going to,
Come on, hello. Because I
I'm
don't have
going.
in my phone what you got. You got all kind of stuff, from life, from business, from traveling, as a mother, as a business owner, as this media person that you're growing into. You got all kind of stuff. So what I look like saying, cousin, send me what you got in your phone so I can use it.
It's
That doesn't even make sense. So why?
no, exactly. So let me tell you. So like one time I even created, and just to clear the air, at one time I was like posting, maybe whenever me and my friend we went out, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, we was hanging out, but and I said this is how we, this is how we, encounter other people, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying. And really I'm very strategic on what I do. So
Hmm.
if you don't think I'm going outside and I'm not telling people about my business, you're crazy. Okay. So I'm in the building and y'all thinking, oh, she just hanging out doing. Hey, baby, I know what I'm doing. When I'm going outside, I'm telling everybody what I do and how I do it. You know what I'm saying? And nine times for real,
Yeah.
because they think it's just you want to hang out. I know what I'm doing.
Right. Right.
I
And you
wouldn't
always
have clients if I didn't open my mouth and let them know what I was doing.
right.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't really like talking to people for real. But whenever I'm going out and that's what I'm doing, y'all best believe I'm gonna have a client up out of there.
Come on.
I
You
guarantee you that.
the footage, somebody gonna know you in the building, they gonna
Mhm,
connect with you, and then
mhm.
2 3 weeks later people gonna see them on your show, but like, wait a minute, y'all just met. Exactly. But that's what networking is. That's the power.
Exactly. And that's what I put up. That was my caption. This is how we network.
That's it. That's it. There is power
So
in networking. We ain't always at the house. We just don't always share what we're doing, but best believe
exactly.
we got fruit. It's always gonna be fruit behind what we're doing.
Exactly. And I totally agree. Because like I said, your content is different. A lot of
Mhm.
things that I post, my reels are different. That's something
Mhm.
I just came up with. I didn't go look at somebody else to see how they did it. I did it how I felt that day. So like I was telling Risky last week, so it might be Project Pat, who knows? It just depends on how I feel. At the end of the day, people like me because of who I am.
That's it.
You know,
You
it authentic. I'm not gonna portray to be anything else but me. You know what
please
I'm
don't,
saying?
because then when you shape, then you have to work extra hard to keep that image up. So if I show up as somebody
So
else
do.
and then I forget who I was last week, but like, oh, wait a minute, I've got to talk with this accent. They have to hear me. That now I ain't good. You might get country, you might get bougie, you might get ghetto, you might get a mixture of all three. Whoever I show up as that day is me, but I'm never going to try to make you think that I'm something I'm not. Because first of all, I'm too old for that. I'm too grown for that.
That part.
We're
That
not
part.
teenagers anymore trying to find ourselves and trying to figure. No, when you are walking in your pure identity, you don't care as much what people think about you. You're just trying to be you. And it don't mean that you're going to be rude and ugly and hateful. That's not that at
Right.
all. But when you get to a certain age, it really is like, you know what? I didn't spend all these years trying to be what you want me to be. Nah, we're not doing that no more. You
Oh,
supposed to
not
be
at all.
at all. And then it's more whenever you are walking with God. It's like, you know what? Who do you say I am? Because everybody been telling me who they think I should be, but God, who do you say I am? Let me focus on that, because I ain't got time to try to be all of these other pieces of what they think I should be. No, erase that. God, who you say I am, so I can be goofy? Bet. I can be country? Cool. I can be loud and laugh and be crazy, but still pray for people when I need to? Bet. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's me. That's what I want to do.
Yo, what is for you is for you, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. That
Yeah,
ain't for everybody to know your path.
that's it. That's it. So stop expecting them to. Ain't none of their business.
No lie. No
Okay.
lie. So what advice would you give someone afraid to show up boldly online or on stage?
Oh, it's always gonna go back to authenticity. Like show up as you, but you first gotta believe that you are worthy of showing up as you. So many people are battling with identity crisis. They're battling with self sabotage. They go through comparison, and it's like you gotta have a real conversation with yourself. Why don't you think you're worth showing up as you? Now, if you got some issues, if you got some little quirks, some things you need to work on, then work on that, but do it for you. Don't do it to try to appease people. You can show up as you, because the people don't need 10 Taylors. They don't need 10 Ebonys. They don't need 10 of this person. It can be 20 people in a room. If you got on the same thing as 5 people in the room, what makes you different? We could show up right now and have on the exact same outfit, but it's how we present ourselves and how we speak that's going to make us different. So it's cool. We can be uniform to an extent, but show up online and on stage by being you. If you're nervous, it's okay. Tell the people you're nervous. I've had so many encounters where I've gone into corporate America and I've spoken on stages in front of people that look nothing like me. That's already going to make me feel like, man, these folks ain't trying to hear what I got to say. But I'll go in there and I'll say, well, I guess there's only one Ebony in the building. I'm going to make a joke about it, because you ain't going to meet no white people named Ebony. And if you are a child, I want to meet them. So I show up as me, but I'm going to make you laugh even if you don't want to laugh. So own who you are, even if you're nervous and you're unsure about who's in the room. Be you, because people can respect you even if they don't rock with you for real. They would rather you be yourself than try to be fakes, because you either gonna love it or hate it. Show up as you online. Show up as you when you're posting. Show up as you when you're creating content. If you just put up 2 or 3 words, show up as you. If you like what somebody else says, then share it. Don't copy it. Don't try to make it your own. Share their post, but always show up as you. You can't go wrong when you do that.
Exactly. So it's did you hear me? Did you hear me? You can't hear me? Oh my goodness. Oh, can you hear me? Did you hear me? Miss Walker,
It's whatever you want.
Ebony. Hello. Don't tell me my volume is gone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ebony.
Hey there, happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing great today. So, I wanted to send you a voice note because I just saw your message and I responded. Then, after I hit send, I realized that might not have sounded the way that I intended for it to sound. And I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm definitely.
Y'all, this is crazy work. I don't know what is happening today. Ooh, this is crazy work. This is crazy.